Today, we are going to take a look at how there are multiple levels of existence for us human beings, and that we exist in multiple layers that are all held together by that cosmic energy, the Prana. The 5 levels of existence are called in yoga as Pancha Kosha, the 5 bodies or the 5 layers or the 5 sheaths. There are different versions of the Pancha Kosha in the different yoga traditions, but the root source of the concept of the kosha is found in one of the Upanishads called the Taittiriya Upanishad. We have a physical body, that gingerbread man, that body made up of food, held together by food, and every cell is nourished by the food. This is our anatomical level of existence, where we have our hands, we have our fingers, our nose, and even our toes. But this body that is even shared by the non-living beings, they also have structure, becomes a living being when the Pranamaya Kosha, the energy sheath, starts to work together with the structure. And a structure like the heart that has anatomy starts to become a physiological entity and pump the blood all over the body when the Pranamaya Kosha, that aspect of our existence, held together. The word Maya can mean bind, hold together or integrate. That which keeps it integrated and prevents disintegration. So the Pranamaya is where the pranic energy holds everything together. We, as a structural, anatomical existence, come alive with the prana and it becomes a physiological functioning unit. But then, what makes a human being different than other forms of life? And that becomes our psychological layer of existence. The third one, the Manomaya Kosha. So we have an Annamaya Kosha, the physical, the anatomical. We have a Pranamaya Kosha, the physiological, that makes us a living being. And then we have the Manomaya Kosha that enables us to start to think. And this is when we become a human. Manas, mind, comes alive. When we start to have the 4th of the sheaths, the Vijnanamaya Kosha working as well, we start to develop the higher intellect. The ability to ask questions. Who am I? Why am I here? How can I help other human beings? How can I make this world a better place to be? Those are questions that come from the Vijnanamaya Kosha, the intellectual level of our existence. And of course, when our Anandamaya Kosha, that cosmic body of bliss, is working as it should, we realize our universal existence. We stop thinking of just me, mine, and we stop getting caught up in this small ego, this very tiny ego that limits our thoughts, limits our actions. And we start to expand ourselves. We realize I am not just a set of cells put together, I am not just bones tied together, I am not just different organs functioning together. I am a human being. I am part of a social unit in my home, in my society, in my country, and we expand it out into the whole world. The yogic concept of Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam. The ancient Tamil scriptures tell us, Yadum Ure Yavaram Kelir. Every place is my home place, hometown. Everyone is my brother and sister, my fellow human being. That works when we are really working with our Anandamaya Kosha. All of us have these koshas in potential. We have structure, we have a physiological function, we have the capacity for psychological thinking, we have the intellect for the higher non-individualizing ideas of a greater nature, not limited to me, mine, and what can I get from it. And finally we grow into this universal existence. Every cell in our body has a Pancha Kosha. Every cell has structure, life, and the capacity to really think. Thinking is not limited to the brain. Every cell can think. Every cell is connected to the universe, because we as the microcosm are nothing but the same as a macrocosm, the whole universe. And the ancient Siddhas told us, Andam, the cosmos, Pindam, our existence. Andathil ullade, Pindam, what is in the cosmos is in me, the macrocosm and the microcosm. Pindathil ullade Andam, what is in me is in the cosmos. Andamum Pindamum one way, both the cosmos and I, one way, are the same. Arindhathan parkum podu. In that ability to go in and become aware of ourselves, at that moment we realize the micro and the macrocosm are one and the same. Some of the traditions teach it in a slightly different manner, as the Annamaya Kosha being the external and the Anandamaya Kosha being the most internal. Both these views, though they externally appear to be different, are not different, because we can go all out into the Anandamaya and we can go all in to the same Anandamaya. So if we consider that the physical body, our anatomical level is at the midpoint, we can go out through the Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnana and Ananda, or we can go in from the Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya and Anandamaya. The journey can be out, the journey can be in. But in both, we realize we are an integrated human being. We, the microcosm, are the same as the macrocosm. That moment of self-realization is the peak when all our Pancha Koshas are working as they are to work.